Welcome to Musing with Tonya D. I am your host, holistic shamedium and subtle energy surgeon, Tonya D. So we all want to live a happy, healthy, successful life, right? Who doesn't, in all actuality? And I'm sure you intend to stay focused on how you'd like your life to be, but the challenge is that life is noisy and full of interesting distractions, and they can actually crush your ability to just stay on course. So with so much vying for your attention, it's no wonder that we all get distracted. But the problem is that your attention acts like a lightning rod, attracting either the happy, healthy, successful life that you seek, or more distractions and more noise. So everything depends on you and what you pay attention to. And if you're not sure what your attention has been lately, just look around at the results in your life. Have you accomplished what you set out to, or maybe not? Are you happy, or could you be a little happier? Are you as healthy as you'd like to be, or maybe not? Are you as successful as you want to be, or again, maybe not? So if you don't like what you see, and you've been looking for ways to keep your attention on the life you'd like to live, look no further, because I'm about to share 3 unusual spiritual ways that you can do just this. Releasing blocks, obviously, is the first one. And we all have blocks, energetic hiccups, trivial pursuits sometimes. But there's a formula for releasing blocks that hold you back. Blocks to health, happiness, financial success, or fears of anything, actually. So this little formula was discovered back in the 50s by a physicist and an engineer. His name was Lester Levinson. After he was given only 3 months to live, through trial and error, he said he had discovered the secret to experiencing health, happiness, success, and profound peace, regardless of outer circumstance. He called it the releasing technique. He actually healed his body and lived a long, healthy, happy, successful life using this little technique. It's so simple that you might not believe that it actually works. But I've used it for the most difficult challenges that I've had and blocks. And I can tell you from my heart space that it really works. And if you work it, here's just a simplified version. First, and I do this every day, just start by checking in with yourself and see where you are on a scale from 1 to 10. With whatever it is that you want to release, be it fear, anger, anxiety, blocks to money, love, health, or absolutely anything else. And just go ahead and place your hand over your stomach and ask yourself out loud, am I willing to release whatever this might be? Anger, fear, blocks about money, love, health, anything. But you must always answer yes. And no, you don't actually have to believe, you just must simply say the word. Ask the question again and again and again, and answering yes each time. Once you feel a true, authentic release, or you find yourself chuckling or laughing, which is another sign of releasing, you're done for that session. Then just check in with yourself and see again on a scale of 1 to 10 where you are. And if you haven't changed the scale much, do it again. Otherwise, come back to it later on until you actually reach a point of having released enough to be comfortable with whatever challenge that it happened to be. So trust me, this works like a charm. Be spiritually practical for your health, okay? So don't mind me, I have Diddy here on my table. Oh, you can't see him, sorry. But practical health. So we're all aware that one of the most important elements of staying healthy is a good night's sleep. So what you might not know is that your sleep position can have a huge influence on your health. In Ayurveda, which has its roots in the sacred texts of India, from which a lot of spiritual philosophies have come forth from, they've sprung up to being, but it tells us that the position that we sleep in has an incredible, powerful impact on our health and even our well-being. And it actually turns out that it matters which side that you actually sleep on, much more than you might actually think. So in Ayurveda, they recommend sleeping on the left side for optimal health and well-being and healing because it supports better digestion. It helps circulation back to our hearts. It facilitates better lymphatic drainage. So the truth be told, as someone who's actually had plenty of digestive problems randomly in my life, when I started to sleep on my left as much as possible, because I have to pick up Sir Didymus usually in the middle of the night, so the difference actually was amazing. And I discovered digestive problems improving, and I was waking up feeling more rested and with a greater sense of just overall well-being. So I highly recommend that you just give it a little try. It's a practice that you might not consider spiritual, but the Ayurvedic principles would suggest actually otherwise. Another great one to do, and I love this one, is review and rewrite. So this is your story of the day, and it's a technique, it's a form of a spiritual intervention, actually. So if the energy from your past isn't reconstructed, isn't transformed into something different, it actually advances into your future to confront you over and over again, which is why we have so many similar experiences and meet the same kinds of people. That's not acceptable for you, my little energetic beings. You are designed for greatness, designed to live an amazing life. And this simple technique can assist you to make that actually happen. So each evening, what you do is you just review your day. Don't judge it, just review it. Look over your day, all the events, the circumstances, conversations, meetings, whatever it is. And any that actually don't conform with the way you'd wish them all to turn out. And you're going to change them. I want you to just look at your day, scene by scene, act by act, stage by stage. And those that don't please you or feel amazing or great, I want you to just rewrite them in your imagination. Make them actually conform to the ideal experience that you wish you'd had. And do it over and over and over in your imagination until these seemingly imaginal experiences take on the feeling of reality. For example, say you had an argument with someone earlier in your day, a confrontation, and you still feel hurt, angry, maybe you're still upset. So you can revise that experience by imagining something totally different. Maybe you could turn it into a discussion with the person where you might not have agreed, but you pleasantly both agreed to disagree. And it doesn't mean that you're changing the actual experience, but you are changing the energy of the experience. So you're reconstructing your past with new energetic content. Doesn't that sound nice? So you're assisting your life to move into a new future. So these rewritten days really will change your tomorrows and your future, spiritually speaking. So you were designed to light up the world. There's no one quite like you on the planet. You are uniquely amazing. You were born for a purpose to live out that purpose. So the question now is, are you willing to tap into the spiritual creative power which flows to you and through you and live the greatest life that you were designed for? So the idea here isn't to add more spiritual practices to your already busy schedule, but to find something that's actually easy to do and creates or fosters your happiness, your health, and even your idea of success. Maybe you'd be blessed with all of these things. Go ahead and encourage one another in your circus. And also, if you haven't checked out my online corridor or online courses of well-being and healing, I have quite a few to choose from with a price that anyone can afford as well. So with all of that, thanks for joining me for this musing show. And if you haven't followed me on any social media platforms, you can find me at What's Up Tonya D on Facebook. On Instagram, I am at the Tonya D. Or on Twitter, I'm at Green Skinny Girl. On YouTube, I'm Tonya D, and that's probably where you are right now. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do, and ring the bell. On iTunes, subscribe to my podcast, Musing with Tonya D, where I have season 2 was about the elements on an energetic platform. Season 3 is about the energy world, and 2020 is the subtle energy season. You can also find me on Spotify. And go ahead and visit my corridor, like I said before, for well-being and healing at club.tonyad.tv, where I host my online courses, or tonyad.tv, where I host everything else. So if you're ready to transform to eating healthy with more vitality and create the vibrancy that actually exists within you all the time, that's there. Green Skinny Girl. And essential oils and so much more. So find all the links in the show notes below. And until next time, Ashe.